America, they use Instagram. So that's why I moved from Facebook like probably 2019, 2020. Most of my clients, they were Mexicans and from Central America. So I was getting everything from Facebook. Then someone told me, okay, why you are not using Instagram? And I thought that was the same thing. Why should I use Instagram if it's the same and I prefer Facebook? I don't like Instagram, whatever, right? Those were my excuses. So then I decided to move to Instagram and my market changed completely. Instead of working with Mexicans, I'm working right now, like I said, most of my clients, they are from Venezuela. I have right now basically just two American clients that they speak just English, but like I said, most of them, they are Latinos. So that's why right now I'm crushing it, like you said, in Instagram, but that is the reason because my clients, they change. It's a different clients that I have right now and followers.
Wow. Thank you so much for, giving us that awesome background. And a few things that I noted here, actually three things that I noted. So the most important thing that I hear every single week is to niche down or niche or niche. Like you got to know who is my audience, right? For you, it's Spanish speakers, Venezuelans, Mexicans. And for all of you on the call, who is your niche? Who's my audience that I'm focusing on? Because when when you are trying to be everywhere, you're nowhere. So you have to figure out who's my audience, who am I going after, and really niche down and go really deep. I know that's something that all of our content creators focus on. So that's beautiful. Also, I love that you talked about limited beliefs around going from Facebook to IG. You thought it was the same thing. I'm curious. So what made you make that change? Like what was it? What was the conversation like? Hey, you have to get on Instagram. Like, what clicked for you?
Well, just always listening to your audience and what they want, right? So Fabi and I will work a lot together, and we always looking our numbers and what people want from us. Like I said, I was just in Facebook, and people start asking me why I was not in Instagram. And at that time, I didn't have anyone to help me with my social media, so it was one more thing to add it. But I'm like, whatever, I'm already doing it here, just I need to put a step here, so it shouldn't be a big deal. So that's why I make the change, because people ask me to do it, and that's why I did it. I always, I'm open, and I'm always open to try new things and do new things. Like, for example, YouTube, TikTok. I don't consume social media. Well, I lie. I consume social media, but most of the time, you can find me in Instagram, checking stories and posts and reading. I'm not a TikTok person, but I'm still there, and we got someone that actually contact us, I believe, like 2 or 3 people through TikTok. So, just one more platform can bring you one more client, two more clients. So you never know until you try. Same thing with YouTube. A lot of people, they call me from different countries. So it's completely different than Instagram, social media, and like I said, TikTok. So I'm in different places, and that reach different people.
Love that. Okay. So a question that comes to mind, that I know me and you talked about when we were when we were offline, we talked about this. And I love that you reflect and you allow for new information to come into your world, so that way you can make different decisions. So I know that you're always consuming information and content, so that way you can always elevate, your actions. So that being said, something we talked about yesterday was presence is power. So you talked about, I know this is a little off topic from social media, but being present is one of your superpowers. Can you elaborate on that a little bit more?
Yes, that is off topic for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was reading a book, and I was telling you that one of my struggles is to live in the present, and it's so hard for me to think about my future self, right? So right now, I know I enjoy eating tacos, for example, but my future self probably won't be happy that I'm taking those decisions. But same thing, I believe is, with everything. I love my job. Today, it's so funny. So one of the first property that I bought, there was a guy that helped me, and he decided to text me today, and he's like, "Hey, I just saw your Instagram, and I'm so happy to see that you are doing great, and in real estate, because I don't know for how many years he did real estate, but he was not successful at all. And it depends how you measure success, right? Or success.
Yeah.
But he didn't close many deals. So, and just to know that I'm getting a lot of deals closed and all this. So he said, "Hey, I'm really proud of you." And to see how much you are growing and everything. And I said, "Well, I love real estate, what I can say, right?" So, and I remember the same guy reached out to me probably 4 years ago or something like that, when I started doing social media, and he noticed that I was doing well in social media. And his answer was, "Well, you are doing well in social media, first because you are a woman, and second because you are pretty. No one wants to see this old ugly guy," because he's older, of course. Probably he's 60, 70, I don't know how old he is. And I always said, "Well, that is your limit to believe. No, I mean, no mine." And the reason why I think that is because I have a friend that I believe he's not a good looking guy, but he's still in social media. He still get leads. He still get deals closed. That is just who he is, and he's still attracting people just because he's up there in social media. So it's important to be there. Like I said, sometimes I don't even look how I look myself in videos, and it's like, "Well, this is me. There is nothing that I can do about it." So I just still do my work. I do my videos, and I always show up. It doesn't matter how or what I think. I always show up. Something that I have been struggling though is with stories. So I'm really consistent with all my videos and post Monday through Sunday, every day. But in his stories, I don't have that, right? So now one of my goals is to post four stories per day. So that is one of my other goals that I'm adding in social media.
That's awesome. So the reason I brought up presence is power. For those of you that can, I always encourage you is to turn on your camera, right? Like when you're coming to a class like this, like you guys got to understand. Abril, she closed 86 deals last year, you know, over $1 million GCI, and her P&L isn't like 50%. Like you understand that she got most of her leads from social media. Like imagine if you can make $1 million just from social media, right? And you had the blueprint. We're about to go over that blueprint here shortly. So if you can, I always recommend to turn on your camera, or at least just be super present, because the information you're about to receive could change your life. One of you is going to accept this information and you're going to fly and you're going to run with this. So that's why I say presence is power, because the deeper you can go in a conversation, while you're in a conversation with, another person, it'll help you elevate. Because when you're just hearing, general things here and there, it takes longer for you to cement new concepts. So that's what I would tell you guys. I would encourage you if you can, right? So that being said, presence is power. So I want to start going over measurables, action items, and just let's go through the process, right? So you focus on IG. What is your posting schedule like? How do we orient the content? I guess let's go posting schedule first, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Well, let me say something. I don't focus in IG. I just prefer. I
Yeah.
consume IG.
Okay.
That's
Wherever you're at.
Yes, but I'm everywhere, seriously. And it's so funny because sometimes as a Latinos, we always think that, someone want to steal us when we are doing a transaction. So one lady once told me, Abril, I saw that you were everywhere. And I said, well, if she gonna screw me up, it will be easy to find her. So it's important to be there because we want to feel comfortable first with who are we working and the knowledge that we are sharing. Before I used, well, right now basically all my content is for buyers and sellers, right? So but I was listening to one podcast and they said, well, I was following this page in Instagram, same thing, they gave this example. And they said, I wanted to buy a boat. Then I bought the boat, and then I was keep looking for new boats in the same page. So I said, I don't need this information anymore because I already have a boat, right? Same thing with a house. I already bought a house. I don't need to consume probably her content anymore. Let me show you something. Oh, well, let me show you something with my phone.
You need to
Some
share
of
it
the,
or no?
I can share it here.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
can
one
share
of the
it.
videos, yes, give me a second. One of the videos that has probably more views, share screen, entire screen, share, is, okay, I thought that was pinned, but it's not pinned anymore. Is, okay, let me see it here, because a lot of people, even when they close a house, no, it's not here. Okay, even when they close a house, they always have questions about, Abril, I got this letter, what this means. Abril, I got this, what this means. So I make videos, even they already closed a house, and when I notice someone texts me that I already bought a house and has a question, I'm like, okay, I need to do a video because they always gonna keep calling me about the same question over and over. So where is this is the payments of a house, I believe, because a lot of people, they don't know what I mean, so I try to explain that. Yeah, this was a really bad idea, guys, because I cannot find the video that I wanted to show you, but is let me see if I can find it. You can see I create a lot of content, guys.
Yeah. Well,
But it's not there. Oh my goodness.
you have a lot of niche.
Okay.
I see a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, look, this one. Did you buy a house last year and did you get this check? Um, Same thing, I can do click and, oh, well, it doesn't show. Well, yeah, if you watch this video, you're gonna see I bought, I believe, 3 properties last year. I don't remember how many. And I got multiple checks. So I told them, if you got this, it's not a scam. Like, it's a real check. And the funny part is, like, one of those, I never read my mail and I throw it to the garbage because I didn't know that was a check. And then it's like, then I opened one of my other mails and I noticed one was a check, and I'm like, oh crap! So that's it. The other one was a check, and I had to call my mortgage company, and they sent me a new check. But there is another video that I create about something, because at the end of the year, everybody gets a paperwork basically saying that you need to pay the taxes, but we already pay the taxes and it's part of the monthly. Okay, you get this document, same thing. If you get this document and you think that you had to pay something, don't worry about it. You don't have to pay anything. So those contents are for people, even they already closed, they already bought a house, but that is information that they need. So that is that. Right now, yesterday I went to a final walkthrough, and it's so funny because there is a lot of Latinos in Utah lately. So now they even have information in Spanish. So I went to this place, and same thing. There is so different to buy a house here than in our countries. How to take care of a house is way different here than over there. So they do, because most of my clients, they do new construction. So this one, not if, okay, where is, okay, if you can see it, nope, homeowner. Well, but it says Dear Orton.
Yeah.
And then they even say how to clean your house, things to remember. And they have everything 1% in Spanish, 100% in Spanish. So for me, I love it. I love the guy because I always have to do translation and this make things easier. So today I was planning to create a video about this, the things that you have to remember when you buy a house. Most of the time in our countries, they will mop the floor, and here you don't have to put water on the floors, just things like that I'm pretty sure it will help people that they are homeowners already. So always thinking, what do they need to know? Probably is normal stuff for us, probably that we have been living here and we had a house for, I don't know, 10 years, 5 years, but people that they just bought a house, they need this information for sure.
Gotcha. So basically what you're saying is make sure that the content that you're giving is not just to sell them a house, it's also to give them information after they've actually bought. So that way the years afterwards, there's a reason to follow you, right? Because once they buy something, just like you said with the boat example, there's no reason to keep following you if they've already bought a house. So make sure that you have useful information. Love that. Yeah, that's a great tip. So I guess that's a good mindset on, kind of mixing up your content. Is there different pillars of content that you post, or how do you come up with ideas?
Yes. So last year it was last year and the year before, it was a crazy market. And what I love about social media, guys, and I don't lie to you, but for example, before I used to do a lot of showings, like this one. Well, that was one of my listings, so probably that one doesn't apply. But this is a new townhome. Like I said, know who is your audience. Most of the time, most of my clients, they buy new construction, and there is a lot of reasons why I love new construction. So I will do this video. This video already has information for 528,000, and people will say, Abril, I want to see the house and I want to send an offer. I'm already pre-approved. That was shocking for me because I never thought that I will have that. I mean, that much power, a video, but people will fall in love with the house and I really want to send an offer. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So sometimes I will be with a builder all day. So I'm meeting with people. Okay, I want to meet with you 9 to 10, 10 to 11. And then people will come to the builder, and I will just write contracts. Well, I don't even have to write contracts when you work with new construction. So the guys is like, okay, we have a new buyer. Please just bring your earnest money check and under contract, under contract, under contract. And I will be doing that all day long. So that's why I love social media. Instead of reaching one family, I can reach 1,000 families or more, right? So that is why, like I said, I love social media.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you get to do one action and then 1,000 people get the message instead of you going one to one, right? You go one to many, which is a fantastic way to prospect because it's not like you're getting 100,000 views. You're getting like 1,000, 2,000 views. However, these are high quality followers. A lot of these people that have 100,000 followers, they'll get 1,000 views. Then they probably have a bunch of ghost followers. You actually have true followers, which is amazing. So,
And
content.
one more thing about those videos is that people connect with you. Something that my team love it is like, I have a VA, right? And I had three persons in my team that they help me out with different things. So one of them, it has to make follow-up phone calls, and they will tell me, Abril, I already talked to this guy or this person, and they said that they have been following you for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. They love you. They know that they want to work with you and make things easier for them than just when you call a call lead, right? That probably they are upset because their house didn't sell or whatever is their excuse. So these people, they felt like they already know me. It's easy to get them in a conversation, to send me their information. Everything is just make things easier for the whole team, not just to myself. Same thing when I meet with them, they already trust me, which make things easier as well. Like, hey, yes, I want to, or what do you recommend me, Abril? Or, just things like that. They want to know my opinion, and they, most of the time, they follow. That is something really important as well.
Love that. Yeah, you're able to build a lot of trust and rapport. And the deeper the trust you have or in a relationship, it makes it easier, right? Yeah, I feel like you don't get as many objections. It's like, okay, 6%, here you go. Or hey, let's go. Okay. Like,
Yeah.
there the process is just so much smoother with someone who knows, likes, and trusts you already. So that's awesome. So if we were gonna say these are my pillars of content, what would you say? Is it information, walkthroughs? Or what would you tell somebody? Hey, like what these are the 3 types of pillars you need to focus on, or these are the 4 or 2, or what would you say?
Yeah, the ones that I was focusing, and I'm adding one more, is that for me everything was business, like seriously, just business knowledge, and that's it. So what that means is everything related with real estate. If you notice my social media, right now the last one that I did yesterday, it is I'm trying to add new things, like things about myself, like this one is not about social media, but I'm trying to add those things so people, they can know me, more personal, not just business. So that is something that I'm just adding. But before, it was just like you said, walkthroughs, information videos, and I always like to post like happy stories that will meet closings or new listings. So those will be my 3 that I used to do before. Now, like I said, I'm trying to add one more, and it's just about something fun, something about me, my family, whatever.
Mm. You know what I noticed is, yeah, for many content creators, when they do something personal, that's actually the one they get the most reactions to. Is like, oh wow,
Yes.
I get to it is almost like, I don't want to call it the Kardashian effect, but people are like, oh wow, I get to know about their life, what they're doing, and they get more excited because they can relate to you, especially those with families or those with kids or those who like traveling, whatever it is. So walkthroughs, I called it walkthroughs, I called it wins. So new listing, closing. And then I call it
Mm-hmm.
information as well. So providing like irresistible information and then personal. So that's awesome. So there's your 4 pillars, if for those of you taking notes. Now apps. Are you actually, sorry, before I get to apps, is there anyone helping you? Are you doing this all by yourself? Is there technology, like who's helping you?
Okay, I don't know if Fabi is still there, but I think she already
It
left.
is not.
Uh, yeah, she already. So before, like I said, I thought that I was social media addicted, because I was so used to that adrenaline. Like, I will put a video and I will get 2, 3, 4, 5 buyers. So I got used to that feeling so much, and I wanted to keep it. I wanted to keep it. I wanted to do it by myself. I didn't want to give it away, because I was like, that is my happy moment, my happy time, my happy whatever you want to call. So I didn't want it to give it away, but finally I decided to. I'm like, I need to focus in other things. I need to do more other stuff. So I need to give it to someone else. So right now, Fabi, she has been helping me to post all my content across basically every social media platform, and she helps me to answer same thing in blogs. But yes, right now I have some help. She likes to organize the stuff, and most of the time for me, I'm super expressive. So most of the time, if I feel like I want to post something today about whatever, I will do it. And she's more like, no, everything needs to look pretty and in order and with the colors and all this. So what I will do is just I do my video, my content, and I send it to her, and she plans out everything the whole week and the time that is working. Most of the time, our time is 3 to 8 p.m. That is our window to post stuff.
Okay. So all content gets posted between 3 to 8 p.m. Fabi helps you with scheduling your post and planning your post, and then you can do whenever you feel like adding an extra personal one, you can do that as well. Gotcha. Now, is there, I always like to go super analytical and applicable. So is there like a ratio, like, hey, I got to do 4 walkthroughs, 1 information, 1 win, and then 1 personal, or does it matter, or what are you doing?
Yes, so it's 1, 1, 1, and then we repeat again, basically. So
Okay.
we do one of each of them. And something probably that it doesn't matter for a lot of people, but you know, I love to rent my clothes because I hate to wear the same clothes in the videos. And I also don't want to have 1 million clothes in my closet because that is not me. I just like to have few things, so I love to rent things. So that is like my clock, like a lot of people when they buy a new home or they have a home, they buy the filter for the heater or whatever you want to call automatically, right? So every time that the filter comes to your house, that means you need to change your filter, right? So same thing, I rent my clothes, I use them for a video, then I send them back, and that is my clock, basically, that I know I need to create new content. So all the time I get new clothes, I create my content, I send it back, I create new content. And for the walkthroughs, I have a daughter that she's 21 years old, she doesn't live at home anymore, and she always needs extra money. And I told Anna, if you need money for every, because like I said, my people, my clients, most of the time they buy new homes. So for every video that you create for walkthroughs, I will pay you $50. So every time that she sees a new home, a new builder, a new construction, she will take a video and she will send it to me. So that is how I create all my content with the walkthroughs. Right now, my daughter is helping me with that, and we just send it to Fabi, and like I said, she will take care of posting that. And my informational videos, that is how I do it. I get clothes, I record my videos, I send them back, and I get new clothes, and I do my videos, same thing. But I have, like something, and my closings way where like for example, yesterday I have one closing, the day before I have another closing. So I always try to be in my closings. We take pictures to the clients. Fabi was okay. Let me show you this because that is a really big deal for people to buy a house, right? So always find your team or the people that they support your business, and what do you need, right? So for me, it's really important to share my clients' victory. For example, Tina, this is title company. Lorena, she was the lender that helped us before with this transaction, and you can see this was the closing yesterday. We took videos. And they also create a video. Oh my gosh, it's super loud, but yes. So that is all the content that she create for us. I didn't have to do anything. They do it for us now, and we just publish everything. So I like that. I believe my clients enjoy that as well. And I had to do just a little of the work because most of the time title company, they take care of that.
Of that, yeah. The way that you grow, which we talked about early, like this morning, was we were all about leverage this morning. So I acknowledge you for growing and letting go of certain activities. That's awesome. I'm proud of you. Because I know when we first spoke, you're like, I want to show all the houses and do all the videos and do everything by myself. So I love that you're growing. So that's awesome. Good. There was a note that I made. Actually, sorry, before I go to this note. So we talked about the content, we talked about the mindset, we talked about the types of content, we talked about how many you post, what's the cadence. Now, the actual content itself, is there like a hook, body, call to action? Do you do a bunch of call to actions, or is it just like, I just want to provide a bunch of value. When they're ready, they're ready. Like what's your mindset behind that?
Yes, right now my call of action is if you know anyone that is thinking about buying a home, please send them our information. That is the call of action, asking for referrals, basically.
Gotcha. Okay, you just do that on your walkthrough videos, right? Or is it on different videos?
Yeah, at the end of every informational video, we put that. Well, I will say that, and then we'll add it on the post, on the description. We will ask for referrals as well. So that is our call to action lately, because I know a lot of people that they watch my stuff, they already bought a house with me. So there is no more need, I believe, to asking again to buy a home. So it's just asking for referrals. And like I said about sharing the wins, um, yesterday I have a closing and I put this video that, well, I didn't put it, I just added in my stories that Edgar was buying a home with me. And as soon as I did that and I put it in Instagram, someone reached out to me. Oh, is Edgar or is buying or selling a home with you, whatever, you know. So it looks like they are already friends. And when people they connect to us through friends too. So right now I'm helping, I believe I helped like 5 friends. So one person was buying with me, then recommend me, I believe it was his friend. Then another one is the same friend as the other friend. I mean, it's everybody, all of them, they are friends. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is amazing, because, you know, I help all of them. And I believe here in Utah, like everybody has their own agent, you know, like the same friends, they have one agent, and then there is another friends, they have another agent. So it's so important always to share that information, so people they can, like I said, they can connect. And I saw that this person bought a house with you and I want to buy a house too, but because they think, you know, is probably the best agent because that person helped their friends.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And since I've been doing your strategy, I've had like so many people reaching out. So I definitely
Yes.
appreciate the knowledge. What do you think is the reason that you're getting a lot of cheerleaders, right? People want to go refer their friends. Like, what would you attribute to that?
I mean, just service, the service that you provide in your team. It's so hard for me to do everything, right? But I have, like I said, most of my clients, they buy new homes. A new home can take from a quick move-in, that means 30 days, to 1 year and a half, 2 years. And sometimes most of, well, even myself, you know, we are busy with new clients, doing our content, showing houses, driving, and all that. So it's so hard to remember that client for the next 18 months. So I have someone that they will call them every week. Hey, do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? Because a lot of people, they think, oh, yeah, I am already under contract and they forgot about me. So it's important to create, you know, that relationship, and so they can know that we are there if they have any questions.
Mm,
Probably, you know, myself, I won't make the phone call because I'm busy, but if they reach out to me, I will answer the phone and I will talk to my assistant. Did you talk with this person? Do you know how is everything? They will give me a feedback and I can call them, so I know I can help them.
got you. So your service is what's the game changer.
Yes,
I love
yes,
that.
yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think when you're building something amazing and you do a good job, people want to tell other people. And when you do a bad job, people want to tell other people. So I think that's key. And the cool thing about when you're doing a great job in real estate is that it's exponential, is that it's not like a one plus one type deal. It's like, hey, if you do a great job for whoever, Jose's gonna go tell 10 people. And then those 10 people are gonna go tell 10 other people or whatever it is, right? And that
Yes.
takes care of a lot of your prospecting, right? I know there's other pillars that people use and they're going one by one by one by one by one, and they're playing a different game. They're playing that game, right? It's like the example that I talked about earlier, where depending on what vehicle you use to get to success is going to determine, how much leverage or how much energy you need to exude. So
Yes.
most people, they're doing the physical thing. They're running, they're walking to their destination. People like Abril, right? She's taking an airplane to her destination. So it's exponential. You guys are going to the same destination, but she's using a different vehicle, which is social media. right? It doesn't grow overnight, but if you do it for a year, I mean, look at the results. They speak for themselves. And as long as she does a great job, she services a client, she has a great process, that's just going to keep growing and growing versus playing the one by one game, right? And trying to do everything yourself. So love that you're doing that. Definitely acknowledge you for that. Any questions you guys have right now? Or I think this is a good point. I have more questions, but I always like to open it up to the audience. Brenda.
Yeah, I love the way that you explain it. Yeah, it's just like taking an airplane, just like that. It's so hard to be consistent. That's why I love to do the walkthrough. You don't have to talk. You don't have to say anything. Just you need to show them what is there. You know what they can buy, what they can do. Because a lot of people think the new construction is so expensive, and they don't even know how new construction works, right? Like I said, there is a lot of new construction that probably you had to wait for 12 months. So in that time, a lot of people think, well, do I need to make monthly payments for those 12 months? No, it's until you get a home you start making your monthly payments. So there is a lot of information that we can provide, we can educate, and hopefully we can get it in return. But being consistent, that will be a huge key for this, being consistent. And I believe it's hard sometimes, but yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, love that. So be consistent. That it's super important. And I'll say it again. I'll say it again about leverage, right? What you lack in ability, you can make up in leverage. Right. So that's all I'm saying is what you lack in ability, you can make up in leverage. And the more leverage you have, the better vehicle you get to drive. Right. If you decide not to have any leverage, then you get to walk everywhere. And that's okay too. But at some point, your feet are going to get tired and you're going to want to get to your destination faster. And social media is one of those channels or vehicles that you get to your destination faster. Just takes a little bit more time to get it going. It's like a train. So any questions you guys have from the audience? I want to, bring them as much value as possible. This has been really, really good. I've taken a lot of notes. Let's see. Anyone have any questions? I don't see anybody. I think people are being shy right now. It's kind of weird. Let's see. What's up, Gabe?
Thank you for sharing what you shared, Abril. Congratulations on your success. And thank you, Richard, for making this available. I wondered if you guys have a replay of this.
You said a replay?
Yeah, because I'm driving and I had to see a client here in Santa Rosa, so I couldn't sit down and take notes. So I was just wondering if you would have some kind of replay available.
Yeah, I recorded it. Definitely would recommend that you go back and watch it.
Yes,
because she's provided a lot of value, right? And
yes, she had.
So just so you guys understand, how many phone calls do you make a day? Like just cold prospecting. Do you do any? No expire, FISBO, NOD, anything like that?
No.
Nothing like that. And last year, your GCI over 1 million? Yeah.
Yes, that is correct. And the year before.
Okay. So this is what you guys got to understand. The vehicle she's using has way more leverage because every time that she posts one thing, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, however many thousand people get to receive that message. And as long as her CTA, her call to action is solid and her hook is solid and she does provide on the body, people are going to reach out, right? It's better to work from attraction than the opposite of attraction is chase, right? You don't want to chase people down. You want to attract them. And social media is one of those magnets. When you build it out and you become embody, right? Francisco talks about embody that person. People are going to be magnetized towards you. And you get to work through flow and leverage. So yes, Gabriel, we have it recorded. I'll post it right after.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. And we have a bunch of them. Like we do it every single week. I think we have like 4 or 5 so far. Let me see. I have somebody huge coming up. Well, not as well. I guess they're like same level. So I have.
Congratulations, Abril.
Thank you, Gabriel. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you again.
So I have a guy who does 40 million from YouTube a year,
Wow.
just from YouTube.
Oh
So
my goodness.
I
Yes.
will be
That is a
bringing
lot.
him on, but yeah, I've had a TikToker who does 6 a month. I've had Facebook who does 6 a month, 8 a month, right? Like these are super important. So anyways, what question you guys have? So thank you for asking, Gabriel. Hopefully you get that listing, or I'm not sure. Looks like you're going to see a client, so hopefully you get that.
Yes. Yes.
Easily and effortlessly, man. When that's it. All right. Any questions?
Thanks, Richard.
You're welcome. Let's see. I have some more questions. If you guys have any questions, I think people are being weird and shy right now. All right. No questions. That's strange. Okay. Well, if I was starting new and I didn't do social media, what would you say is my 90-day game plan? Like, hey, go do this for 90 days and that should give you a nice little, boost. What would you say?
Yeah, like posting and stories. Like I said, I need to. Before I used to post stories all day long, but lately I don't know why, but I don't do that anymore. So I need to go back to my stories, posting every day, and yes, I think those things they will make a huge change in your followers and all that. But you have to be consistent every day.
Every day. Post every day.
And it has to be personalized, because I have seen a lot of people that they will post just letters, and that doesn't work. That doesn't have any engage. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but I was planning to show you one guy. I mean, he's my friend and he doesn't care about social media. He just tried to be there, right? So, but all the content is just letters, and is not himself. I mean, you don't want to see a picture of him, just the profile picture. That's it. And that it's not working. And that doesn't work. You had to be there,
They have to see you. Got you.
Yes, or hear you. Like in the walkthrough, sometimes you can record your voice, as well while you are showing the house. So you don't have to be in the video, but you have to show. I mean, they have to listen to you, whatever. But yes, it has to be you, no someone else.
Love that. So you guys already know the 4 different types of posts, 4 stories a day. What else did we have? And what is your thoughts on, I know that you put the price, some people don't put the price, so people reach out. Like, have you tried both, or what are your thoughts on that for the new home construction?
That is a really good question. No, I haven't tried both, because just like you said, when I don't put it, a lot of people that will reach out to me, and I'm like, I want them to have all the info so they don't reach out. So just the way that I see it is different. I know.
Oh my
So
God.
maybe I need to start taking away the price. Yes. Love it.
All right, we're gonna do a class real quick. I'm about to increase your GCI by like $500,000. So take away the price, okay?
Yes.
Get ManyChat, create a funnel, right? Like, let's say comment, I don't know, whatever the model is. Let's just say the model is Celsius. Okay, comment Celsius for more information. Your ManyChat's going to DM them a whole little flow as they're responding to the questions. They'll get pre-approved by themselves, and then if they make it all the way through, then those are the people you're going to talk to. The ones that don't make it all the way through, you'll have your buyer specialist reach out to those people and then convert them for you. And then boom, you just had a bunch of conversations. So
yes, that's why we had this call, Richard, so everybody can learn something.
So I'm just thinking of how many opportunities, right? Because you already gave them the information. Why are they going to reach out? But if they're reaching out already, that's awesome. But I think that you maybe try it for a month. Okay, no prices for a month, and let's just see what happens. ManyChat's $15 a month, and it'll do all the responses for you, and just play with it. See what happens. So I think that would be good. Hector asked, how do you come up with hashtags, and do you use hashtags?
That is a really good question, Hector. I don't have an app. I don't use an app. Most of the time, we will use just, I live in Utah. So Utah, Salt Lake, new construction, new home buyers, things like that. Nothing crazy, just the normal stuff, I will say.
Awesome. What I've heard from other ones, from like big IG people, is they say use 3 general and 3 specialty. So like 3 like super like Las Vegas realtor, like 3 very specific ones, and then 3 like general. So
So what will be the specific then?
so it'd be like specific to your location. That would be, so for me, it'd be like Vegas, Summerlin, Henderson. Those would be specific in Vegas, the 3 locations. And then I do like real estate walkthrough, new home tour. Like, because if I put new home tour, it could be anywhere in the United States. If I put it could be anywhere in the
Yes.
United States. So I need to get more specific.
Yes.
So
Got it.
it's the big ones. Yeah. First time home buyer, right? Like, it could be anywhere. It could be freaking Canada or India. So you gotta get.
Yes.
But that's just an example. Let's see. So we have about 7 minutes here. Do you have any? Let's see. Okay. What about like editing apps or tools? Like, is obviously it sounds like Fabiola is doing it now, but for the solo agent that doesn't have the budget yet, what would you say for them?
I did this morning a video because, like I said, just I don't know what people will think about this. So I went to do same guy that gave me this. A lot of the people in here, the new home buyers, they are buying filters or water softeners, whatever you want to call. And I didn't know. I reached out to one of my clients. So this one is just Instagram, and I use the green screen. So one of my clients, she told me that, same story. Her brother bought a house with me, so she went to buy a house, and she said, "Oh, my brother just bought a water softener, and he paid 8,000." And the guy that was over there in the builder, he says, "Abril, the best water softener is no more than 4,000, and I can give you the information." And he gave me the information, and I did a video about that, because I believe some people, they don't know what is the right thing or the right price, so they think 8,000 is the right price and they pay for it. So he says, he gave me the information of his friend. He said this is the best quality and everything, and they won't pay more than 4,000. I mean, it's less than that. So I create a video about that. If you are thinking about a water softener or something, check price, check different places, and this is the guy that they just recommend me. So it's just, everything is in Instagram, everything is in my cell phone. Most of the time I will record a start video to finish, just basically like this. We start talking, we finish, we stop, and that's it. I guess that is what you use for your videos. So it's just my cell phone and Instagram. That's it, nothing else. For the captions, for that one, I use the caption app, but that's it.
Caption apps is strong source. I'm going to speak on something you just said. This is like real estate 101 or 102, being the source of the source. If you want more people to reach out to you, you need everyone to know that you're the plug. You are connected to water softeners, solar, handyman, electrician, the greatest restaurants. Like, if you as a realtor are the plug, like, where everything is at, basically you're Google, they're gonna come to you. Hey, who's a good dog walker? You're the person that everyone comes to when they need something in any type of field. And
love it. So with that you just said, basically the video that I did, I had to redo it, right? Because I gave all the information of the guy in the white green screen, whatever it's called, because on the back is his information. This is his information. So I guess I need to take that one right off and just do a video and say what I said without providing his info.
Yeah, and I mean, you can mix it up, right? So there's
Yes.
you can mix it up to where you're doing a collab where, hey, I just, had a great conversation with this electrician, this water, like you can do the collab, but you can also have it where,
True.
hey, I just had a great experience with landscaping. Look at the work they did. If you want to learn more, like reach out, right? Like
Yes,
mix it
yes,
up.
yes.
Uh,
Collab, yes, that is a huge one. And I
Gary,
had done it before, and I had seen saying the views. There is more views, there is more everything when I do the collabs.
that's it. Gary V talks about all the time, jab, jab, hook, right? So you want to give a lot of value and then ask. Alex Ramosi takes
Mhm.
it to the next level. So if you really want to be successful with social media, this is the way. Like
Mhm.
jab, 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 jab. Value, 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 until they're like, shit, I gotta work with them. They're giving me so much value.
Yes, yes,
I
yes,
have to
yes,
reach out, right? So
yes.
like just think about it. If I'm going to make content, let me make sure it's so valuable that they want to reach out versus I'm trying to sell something, right? Because remember, the energy that you plant something is what's going to grow. So if you're planted in sales, you're gonna it's one transaction. But if you're planted in connection and relationship and going deeper, that becomes a tree that gets more branches, right? And you get way more out of it. So apply it to
And
social.
they notice, and
Yeah,
they notice, and that is the cool thing that they know. Just like you said, I mean, yeah, they know you provide so much that they feel like they even owe you something. Yes, so true.
that's it. So anyways, I know we have 2 minutes left. Any other questions? Thank you, Karen, for that response. Anything else you guys want to share? We got 2 more minutes, 1 more minute. April, is there anything you want to share?
No, I think I learned a lot with you, and I hope guys you like this video. But no, seriously, just everything, just the way that you say it. I can say things right, and I can, but you guys that know that I'm trying to do it with a good heart, and just because I love what I do and I love to share, but just the way that you put it back, like everybody goes to the same place. Just you choose if you want to walk, if you want to take a car, or if you want to take an airplane. And what is the fastest way to get there? Why to do the hard work when you can use these tools and just reach out to more people? And like I said, it's not just like another transaction. I feel like there is more connection because people, they feel like they already know you, and it's just easier to connect instead of trying to convince them to buy a home or to buy a product from you. It's just a different feeling, a different connection, and a different way to reach out to people.
100%, 100%. Now, if somebody wanted to follow you on IG or Facebook, or where could they find you? So they can.
Yeah, everywhere, and in everywhere you can find me the same way. Abril Utah Realtor.
Here, let's drop that in the chat so people can find you and follow you, right? And take notes, right? It's not like you're a mega icon with 1 million followers. Like you're doing this with, 7,800 followers. That's super strong. You're doing it very well, and it's exciting. Here, let's copy the link. Let's drop this in here. So if you're not already following her, drop a follow, drop some likes, show some love. And I hope that you guys got a lot of value from this. I just put that in there. So I'll keep the window open for 30 more seconds. But thank you so much for coming on, sharing your knowledge. We as a community, we appreciate you, and we can't wait to have you back, again in the future.
Thank you, Richard, for the invite. I enjoy to being here. Yeah.
You're welcome. Hopefully everybody learned something, and we'll see you guys next week. Take care. All right, bye.